Will the Power at number 27. Up 4 from 31 on my fantasy playlist, December 22nd, 1990. I'm Not in Love, the 10cc record. Will the Power, the core, I guess the founding member of Will the Power would be a guy named Bob Rosenberg, a DJ, a remixer, a producer, worked with various dance and R&B acts in the late 80s, including I believe Donna Allen, who came out with a hit record back in 1987 called Serious. Love that record by Donna Allen. Boy, just, oh God. The 60s is probably my favorite decade, but sometimes I just go nuts about the 80s as well. And Will the Power, oh, by the way, Bob Rosenberg, his mother was Gloria Mann. Gloria Mann had a couple of hit records back in 1955. She did a remake of Earth Angel and Teenage Prayer. Bob Rosenberg, born in 1959, following into the family's musical tradition, he met a woman named Susie Carr, and they wrote a couple of songs. They co-wrote a couple of songs for Miami Sound Machine, which wound up on their breakthrough album by Miami Sound Machine called Primitive Love. Remember the conga came off of Primitive Love, and also Bad Boys back in the spring of '86. The song always hits the spot. Just gives me goosebumps. It's like, God, I can't believe it's been over 30 years ago since that record came out. But Will of Power, and Susie Carr and Bob Rosenberg also came out with a dance hit called Dreaming in 1987. And then they released their debut album, self-titled. It blew up. Baby, I Love Your Way, flowing seamlessly into Freebird by Leonard Skinner. They did a version of both of those songs that was a medley. Went to number one. In the fall of 1988 on the pop charts, they followed it up with Fading Away, which went to number one on the dance charts for 2 weeks, having the best of both worlds on the pop charts and the dance charts. The second album by Will the Power, produced by Bob Rosenberg, was called Journey Home. Now, this time he used a different vocalist for most of the album. Her name was Eileen Michaels, and it's Elin. I might be mispronouncing her first name, but I'm Not in Love. The 10cc record, their version, Will the Power's version went to number 7 on Billboard's Hot 100. Their second top 10 pop hit. Went to number 29 in England. Up to number 27 on my fantasy playlist, December 22nd, 1990.